Staying on tax cuts, or these tax changes, I should say, Mercedes Schlapp is with us, White House Senior Communications Advisor. Mercedes, welcome back to the program. Great to see you with us.
Thank you for having me.
From my point of view, you want to vote in September on these tax reform 2.0. That's a trap for the Democrats. You're enticing them to vote no on something that's good for the middle class. That's what you're doing, isn't it?
Well, I mean, that's for the House of Representatives to decide. I know that the president yesterday, when he met with members of Congress, obviously with Congressman Brady and Congresswoman Diane Black, they did have this very important discussion of the fact that we've seen the impact, the incredible positive impact of the tax cut law, and moving forward to the next steps in terms of making these tax cuts permanent for the middle class would be a big win for the middle class. And so I think it does make it very difficult when you have the fact that these Democrats didn't vote for the first, tax cut 1.0 law, and that what we're seeing are the immense fruits coming out, which is that of a booming economy, of a low unemployment, and the fact that you're seeing capital spending increase, investments increasing, repatriations, companies coming back and spending and investing money in America.
Well, Mercedes, I think you're going to put this to a vote knowing that some Democrats will say no, and then you'll use it against them. That's a sort of a strategy, isn't it?
Well, let me tell you, the president, as we know, and it has made it very clear. I mean, he mentioned it today in one of his tweets, where it was basically saying, look, the Democrats wish they could have voted for tax cuts, because what we're seeing is a prediction of 4% in GDP growth in the second quarter, as many economists have said. It is something that we're seeing benefiting American families and American workers. And so, in essence, when you're having the fact that the Democrats decided to not support the tax cut law, they're already in a bad position, Stuart. And just in the essence of saying that we want to go and take this next step of pushing forward permanent tax cuts for the middle class to help relieve their tax burden is something that, of course, is a winning message for the president and for Republicans.
The president, he's still catching flack for that news conference with Vladimir Putin. He walked back his comments a little bit yesterday, but he's still trying to get back on the positive side of the ledger, isn't he? That's kind of a struggle, isn't it?
I think there was a huge hysteria coming from the mainstream press when it came to this press conference. When you're talking about the fact that President Trump met for hours with President Putin, talking about a full range of issues, from denuclearization of North Korea to how to deal with Syria, with dealing with the security of Israel, on how to deal with nuclear proliferation, some incredibly serious issues. This was a solid something that the president is willing to do, which is that of taking a political risk in order to pursue peace. We have to remember that between these two nations, the U.S. and Russia, they basically contain 90% of nuclear arms, of our stockpile. In essence, it's critical to have a good relationship with Russia. It's critical to lower the tensions. And so when you have this hysteria happening on the left, they really need to look into the details of what the president spoke to with President Putin, and the fact that we know that diplomacy and constructive engagement is the right step forward in dealing with Russia.
The left continues to hammer ICE, the immigration people. However, House GOP leaders cancel the vote on the Democrat bill to abolish ICE. Why would the GOP cancel that vote when you could have exposed the real deep division in the Democrat Party?
Well, that's up for the House of Representatives to decide their own schedule. But here's the deal. The Democrats, they've lost that narrative. They've lost, when they talk about abolishing ICE, when they talk about the fact that they're not going to support one of our most important law enforcements that deal with arresting illegal immigrants, that especially those who have committed crime, arresting MS-13 gang members, seizing drugs along in different areas. I mean, I really think that it really is something that is just very much where the Democrats are at. The Democrats support open borders and supporting crime when they don't support ICE. As we know, President Trump is saving ICE from the Democrats. He believes in the great work that these men and women do every single day to keep our homeland safe.
Mercedes, I can hear demonstrators in the background. Are they trying to get their voice heard on Fox Business?
Possibly, Stuart, but this is the greatness of America. It's the fact that you can have a different opinion than you do, Stuart.
Say it loudly, too. Mercedes Schlapp, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.